and just rub it in there. It was only throwing female flower. And there it is, less than 2 weeks later. Kitty, did you take a nip out of it before I even finished my video? We'll give you some in a few minutes. Hi, today I want to talk about growing zucchini or squash of any type that you can hand pollinate. And there might be reasons you need to hand pollinate. So it's good to know because it's the easiest thing to do. It could be the weather, that maybe your flowers aren't getting pollinated. It could be low insects because insects pollinate your flowers, bees, ants, various insects go in there and do it. So if we know how to do it, we could do it ourselves and we don't have to depend a lot of times on nature because sometimes things happen and we can step in and grow our own squash. Now, if you're unfamiliar on what is a male and what is a female flower, what you do is you'll see that beautiful yellow flower and you'll see underneath the flower, it's either going to have a stem from your plant or it's going to have a little tiny fruit. The ones that have the little tiny fruit are female flowers. The ones that do not have a tiny fruit, just the stem, are male flowers. And that's how easy it is to spot. It works the same on your watermelon and your cucumbers too. Now I'm going to use the deck, for instance, on how to pollinate my squash because I do it all over here. I have a bucket, a 5-gallon bucket growing a zucchini plant. That plant has only been growing female flowers. Sounds good, and yes, you can eat the little tiny female flowers and the little tiny fruit underneath, but I'm not going to get the production of the big squash that I want. So I have to go on the hunt for a male squash flower. Now keep in mind, if you have zucchini, but you're growing other types of squash, you can use the male flower from that. So no worries on that. Go find yourself a male flower. And I'll show you here how I did it, and then we'll discuss in a minute why we should really know how to do it. So here's the squash plant. Now this one, let's see if we can get you in here, has had multiple squash. There's one. Let's see if I can get you in there. There's one. There's another one in the back, and you go, wow, that looks bad. It does look bad. And there's even a third one. It was only throwing female flowers. Now I've got a bunch coming up that are both females and some males. Now there's a female flower. What I did was, I was one-handed, I didn't have a camera person. So I took the petals off this male flower. And I'm going to now pass my camera to my camera person. I wish you were. And can you just hold this for a minute? I want to show how, tell me when you got it. And here is the flower. This is a female flower, as you can see. This is a male. There's no fruit there. I took the petals off. So you see that these were the petals. We don't need the petals for anything. Now you just get in there and just rub it in there, get inside, and do the whole thing really good, just in case no bees come up here. Now what I'm going to do, that should be good enough, is I'm going to take this whole thing off, and I'm going to actually leave it in there. So if any ants or critters, I'll leave big parts of the flower in there. If any ants or critters get in there, they're going to crawl over everything. And now I've got both the female flower and parts of the male flower. And that's all there is to it. That's right, you eat squash too. So here it is. It's less than 2 weeks and I now have a large zucchini on there. Some of them did get past me and I didn't pollinate them. But it is good to know because it is the easiest thing to do. If you're growing a lot of squash that are not getting big, they're only staying a little ½ to 1 inch long. Sometimes they'll even get to 2 inches. That's not big enough. They'll be really skinny little fruit, and yes, you can still eat them, but that means it didn't get pollinated. And if we know how to pollinate them, and you're dealing with, let's say, squash bugs and vine borers, there will be ways that you can help your plant out. Well, let's say you're not helping the plant out. You're helping yourself, and why not? So keep in mind, it is the easiest thing to do. And if you had to put your plants in a greenhouse, you can still produce tons of zucchini by just grabbing flowers from other plants, other squash plants, and you could be pollinating the plant yourself. So I hope I gave you some ideas on how to pollinate your own zucchini to keep production up for yourself. And yes, Kitty does like squash. She really does like it sauteed in a little butter on a frying pan, but she'll eat it raw too. And yes, if she gets her mouth on it, she will take her little nips out of it. Okay, let's get this thing off once and for all. Let's go ahead, I'll give you the squash. It's the piece you ate. Here she goes with her squash that she ate. Oh, guess I'm making this for dinner. Have a great day and don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye.